In the annals of history, Africa has always been a pharos of ingenuity and innovation. Long before the modern era, Africans were pioneers in shaping the world's scientific landscape. Dating back thousands of years, the Ishango bone serves as a testament to Africa's mathematical prowess. It is evident that Africans were not only counting, but were pioneers in the development of mathematics. Around 2,000 years ago, in what is known as Tanzania, the Haya people were masters of metallurgy. They crafted steel using techniques far ahead of their time, surpassing even European advancements. Their methods would later be adopted by Europeans, shaping the course of history. But Africa's journey to scientific and technological prominence was fraught with challenges. The scourge of slavery and the shackles of colonialism tore apart Africa's progress, leaving scars that lingered for centuries. Yet, from the ashes of adversity, a new dawn emerges. Today, Africa is experiencing a resurgence in scientific and technological endeavors. We continue our African journey drawing upon our rich heritage, forging ahead with determination and resilience. The story of Africa is not just one of the past, but of a future brimming with promise and possibility. Leading this charge is the African Institute for Mathematical Sciences, AIMS. Founded in 2003, AIMS serves as a beacon of hope for Africa's scientific renaissance. In July 2023, AIMS unveiled a significant milestone, the AIMS Research and Innovation Center, which symbolizes Africa's renewed commitment to innovative scientific research and technological progress.
Located in the heart of Kigali, right above the Nyarutarama Golf Course in Kachiru, the AIMS Research and Innovation Center is a melting pot of diversity and ingenuity, with a total size that transcends mere physical dimensions. Within its walls, a diverse array of talented individuals converge, including staff, researchers, and students, with women constituting 44% among staff, close to 30% researchers, and 42% students. Notably, these women play pivotal roles in shaping the center's vision and achievements. From pioneering research endeavors and innovative projects to managing the smooth running of the center, these women exemplify the spirit of resilience and determination. For example, as the manager for scientific programs at the center, I'm actively involved in partnership building with both industry and academia. Additionally, I play a key role in resource mobilization, and I oversee the administrative and operational management of the doctoral training programs.
At AIMS RIC, research transcends disciplines, pushing the boundaries of scientific exploration from cutting-edge discoveries in mathematics to groundbreaking innovations in technology. But it is more than just a research institution. It's a nurturing ground for the next generation of Africa's leaders in research and innovation. Through comprehensive capacity building programs, AIMS RIC equips young minds with the skills and knowledge they need to thrive in a rapidly evolving world. Students and researchers at AIMS RIC are empowered to unleash their full potential and become catalysts for change. AIMS RIC's impact extends far beyond academia, bridging the gap between science and industry through innovative R&D initiatives. By connecting scientific breakthroughs to real-world applications, the center plays a pivotal role in shaping Africa's future prosperity with a vision that transcends borders and a mission that knows no limits. Our research focuses on three interrelated areas, that is, data science, quantum science, and mathematical modeling. One of our major focus areas is data science, including sustainable artificial intelligence. The industrial revolutions of the past have left a significant toll on the environment, with biodiversity loss, depletion of water resources, and increased greenhouse gas emissions threatening our planet's survival. Today, AI holds the promise of another revolution, both industrially and socially. However, current AI developments often rely on environmentally unsustainable approaches such as generative AI based on deep learning. For instance, the training of models like ChatGPT-3 reportedly requires massive amounts of clean water for cooling computational hardware, posing a threat to global freshwater supplies. This raises crucial questions. Should we continue to prioritize the generation of visually stunning images and videos at such an environmental cost? At AIMS, we believe there is a better way forward. We are committed to developing AI solutions that benefit humanity while ensuring harmony with the environment, drawing inspiration from Africa's millennia-long tradition of living in balance with nature. Another significant research focus of our center lies in quantum science, a field poised to revolutionize computing and information science. Our aim is to position Africa to harness the vast benefits offered by the impending quantum revolutions. At AIMS REEC, we have established a dedicated research chair in quantum science and support several junior scientists whose work centers on quantum exploration. The third research focus of our center is mathematical modeling, where AIMS has made several breakthroughs over the years. We are leaders in modeling the climate of Africa.
IPCC is the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. It's a UN body, a scientific body that assesses the state of climate in the world from time to time, every 5-6 years. The lead authors are actually those who write the reports. I was the lead author for the Working Group 1 for the Assessment Report 6 in the Chapter 12. And the Chapter 12 was Climate Change Information for Regional Impact and Risk Assessment. For that chapter, I was leading the Africa section. The Assessment Report 6 was very challenging because of many gaps we encountered. But at the end of the day, I was really proud to be part of those who actually write one of the most comprehensive scientific reports in the world.
We are also leaders in mathematical modeling of diagnostics for diseases like COVID. At the height of the COVID pandemic, we led the development of a highly efficient diagnostic approach that saved the government of Rwanda millions of US dollars in its response to the pandemic. In 2021, the savings accrued at the Kigali International Airport alone amounted to $7 million US. Much more was saved at the National Laboratory of Rwanda. Professor Wilfred Ndifon's contributions during the COVID-19 pandemic were pivotal in understanding and combating the spread of the virus. Through his expertise in mathematical modeling, he played a crucial role in predicting the trajectory of the pandemic, informing public health policies, and developing strategies to mitigate its impact. His innovative approaches shed light on the dynamics of virus transmission, the effectiveness of intervention such as vaccination and social distancing, and the emergence of new variants. Beyond COVID-19, Wilfred's work in mathematical modeling extends to various other areas, including infectious diseases, immunology, and population dynamics. His research not only advances our understanding of complex biological systems, but also provides invaluable insights for shaping public health strategies and improving human well-being.
Rwanda is proud of its partnership with the African Institute for Mathematical Science, AIMS. As part of this partnership, Rwanda hosts the AIMS Global Secretariat and one of its largest centers for excellence, serving the whole African continent. In March 2016, the President of the Republic of Rwanda, His Excellency Paul Kagame, chaired the launch of the AIMS ecosystem of innovation in Rwanda. The Rwandan government acted swiftly to combat the pandemic, using science to protect public health. The Ministry of Health in Rwanda has collaborated closely with scientists, including Professor Wilfried Ndifon from AIMS.
We believe that only the best is good enough for Africa, and we strive to develop the best young scientists in Africa. On average, our PhD program receives more than 50 applications for each available slot, demonstrating its relevance and attractiveness to Africa's youth. A total of 52 PhD students are currently enrolled in our PhD program.
I'm working on modeling socioeconomic inequalities and its implication on public health. This involves different modelings, such as machine learning, and also taking some data, like satellite images and also other statistical data, to see if we can generate some insights that can help in decision making. So this research will guide decision makers across urban areas in Africa, which will, in the end, contribute to the implementation of Sustainable Development Goals, not only in Rwanda, not only in Kigali city, but also in different African cities.
I'm working on physics-informed machine learning with applications in climate science. Nowadays, we are facing a big issue, which is not just about our environment, but our health and future too. And it is air pollution in Africa. Our continent is growing fast with busy cities, new factories, and this growth is one of the major causes of air pollution in our continent. And this is a problem that we can no longer ignore. That is why I'm working on finding a solution to tackle this issue. And my project is focusing on how to accurately find a solution to identify source of air pollution using machine learning tools. Basically, how can we teach computers to help us to accurately find the exact location of air pollution sources based on the physics behind the transport of air pollutant in the atmosphere? By knowing the location of air pollution sources, this will help our institutions to adopt better policies and regulations in order to reduce emissions of air pollutants. This project is not just designed to have an impact on Kigali, but other African countries too. And it is not just about using innovative technologies, but also making sure that our environment is safe and clean for everyone.
I'm working on pricing weather-linked insurance derivatives for agricultural goods, mainly supervised by Professor Oligui Meniko-Pamen. When we say weather derivative, they are simply futures contracts or options on those contracts where the underlying commodity is a weather index. For example, it could be the total amount of rainfall within a specific period of time at a given place. One may ask what are the benefits or importance of working on this project. One is to ensure food security, especially in most African countries where most farmers are dependent on rain-fed agriculture. Extreme weather events can threaten the realization of food security. By allowing industries and businesses to transfer their risk, we give them the chance to hedge against these weather-related risks. Again, by ensuring or putting in place measures to adapt to climate changes, farmers and other climate-affected businesses can become more resilient to climate change issues.
In the case of AIMS, the model that we have been developing and that has shown to be successful so far is really a Pan-African approach, but also an international approach. So each of our students have international supervision teams. And in this sense, it's not just about thinking the best way to educate and provide opportunities for the graduate students, but also embedding that into building a network of African data scientists and provide opportunities for African researchers to collaborate through the co-supervision of PhD students. And I've been very impressed with the enthusiasm and also the level of the students that we were able to recruit. They have been already presenting their work at international conferences, really achieved some amazing results. And it's been really amazing to see these students grow as part of their PhD journey and contribute to research capacity building in Africa.
My research work is linking air pollution and cardiovascular diseases in Kigali city.
It has been found that lack of air pollution data limits the contribution of researchers, especially on identifying its health effects. There is an air quality lab at Ames Research and Innovation Center where we keep materials for data collection. Before field work, time is spent in the lab preparing materials to be used, like checking materials and filters packing. This monitoring campaign will significantly contribute to data availability and support research in addressing public health effects due to air pollution exposure as a current global burden.
My work at Ames, I summarize it like climate modeling for improved decision making. We take advantage of 150 years of historical data that exists in Africa, and then we try to detect climate extremes, or you call it climate hazards, that have occurred in the past. Try to attribute this, like to see whether this is due to natural variability or this is due to anthropogenic climate change. We use physical climate models, but we also use mathematical models like machine learning, deep learning, AI. We construct very robust indices that can characterize the climate hazard we're interested in. For example, drought, floods, extreme heat, tropical cyclones, and other things. What we want to do ultimately is building climate change information for each country of Africa.
The vision of Ames is of a prosperous Africa propelled by innovative education and science. And science here refers not just to the conduct of science per se, of fundamental science, but also applications of science to address the problems that communities across Africa face. And we do this by building partnerships across the public and private sectors, both nationally and internationally. These partnerships bring us closer to the communities that we serve, and they also give us access to technical and financial resources that would otherwise be unavailable. An example is a partnership that we recently formed with a couple of ministries in Rwanda, the Ministry of the Environment, the Ministry of Health, and other stakeholders, including the UK Office of National Statistics. This partnership allows us to bring the tools of mathematics to bear on the important problem of addressing the health impacts of climate change. And we anticipate that the outcomes will help to improve the lives of people across Rwanda and beyond. The world is at a critical juncture in its history. We will either continue with business as usual and doom humanity to a possible eventual collapse, or change course to protect our collective future. The paths that Africa decides to take to develop its scientific and technological enterprise will determine the fate of humanity. If Africa follows the same paths as the West, then humanity is likely doomed. However, if Africa follows the more sustainable paths favored by Ames, then the hopes of humanity's continued survival will improve. I invite you to join us in this momentous journey to shape our collective future.